My name is Bab. This is my friend Eric. Dave's on the camera. You know, MSS, Minorities Seeking Solutions, our second video. This video is going to be on black on black crime / homicide. Mostly we're going to be focusing on homicide. So the stats I have for 2010 from the FBI, those are the most recent stats gathered. There were 12,996 murder victims last year. Half of them were black, 49.8 to be exact. And of course, since 96% of blacks are murdered by other blacks, then 96% of those 6,500 were black. So half of the homicides last year were a result of black on black crime, black on black homicide. Also, another interesting stat, more than half of those are under the age of 30. So you have a young black man killing another black man.
Those are some serious stats to consider. Most of you probably didn't even know anything about that. Because they're not popular subjects that go against what's being normalized right now. And I'll go ahead and say that at the beginning of this video. Basically, what's normalized is basically pointing the finger at everybody else, other races, government, you know, extension of the government, such as, you know, police officers and stuff like that, blaming those guys for our problems, and not seeking any, you know, true solutions through accountability and responsibility. And we have a lot of people out here, a lot of African Americans, young African American males out here dying due to senseless violence. And as he mentioned, it's like 17 a day. That is a ridiculous stat.
You have 17 a day that are happening as black on black that nobody's talking about. There's no reactions. There's nothing. We don't see Al Sharpton. We don't see Jesse Jackson. We don't see the other black figures who are supposed to be representing for us and speaking for us. We don't see those guys. We should really start questioning the people who said they speak for us. We should really start questioning a lot of these religious leaders too, who take part in a lot of these activism. I think we should be more proactive on the matters of black on black crime, what causes it. It's gonna have to be a lot that causes you to kill another man, to kill another human being. Like you said, probably a lot of it's going on over petty things. I remember a guy in Philadelphia, they got into an argument over who made the best Kool-Aid. An innocent person was shot over who made the best Kool-Aid. You know, you see it on TV, there's people fighting and shooting over some new Jordans that are coming out that stand in line. These are petty things that doesn't bring you to kill another human being. We don't see any reactions on this. But the last point, and the thing that's the most important, is the solutions. I think a main solution would be to redefine what's cool, or to hold people to higher standards. Right now, the definition of cool is you got a bunch of tattoos and you fight a bunch of people and you know, just do a bunch of stupid stuff.
Regards to the whole cool and what's not cool, that is a huge thing right there. We gotta really change that definition, because it's not. I'm telling you, as an African American man, it's not cool to be reading or anything. I can be at my job and people look upside my head because I'm reading and stuff like that, because I'm trying to seek my knowledge and gain this knowledge. And
I got a bookshelf in my room. People look at me crazy.
But you know, I'd be cool if I, you know, went and got a whole bunch of tattoos and went and, you know, bragging about how I can do this to this and fighting and doing whatever, doing all that. Then I'd be cool. That stuff we gotta change. Why are we praising these activities? And I'm not gonna let these our entertainers off the hook either, because they're promoting the activity. Y'all praising these guys. Y'all praising all these people throwing up gang signs, doing whatever. We praising them, putting money in their pockets so they could continue to spread all this poison. That's something we also got to get away from. We got to hold them accountable. You're an entertainer. You're able to influence millions and millions, and these guys claim to care about African Americans, and all they're doing is promoting poison through their strongest medium. That makes no sense. So they truly do not. They're exploiting African Americans. That's what they're doing. That's what our entertainers are doing. We got to hold these guys accountable for all this nonsense that's happening, and we really have to change the definition of cool and what's acceptable, because being smart, being educated, being a positive person is something that is frowned upon by our race as a whole, definitely as a youth, and that is ridiculous. And that is something that we really have to get away from. We got to start being accountable for our actions.